pa 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 ha pa 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 ha pa ta ke pa pa pa
Ha pa.
pa ha
Ha pa 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 pa.
ha pa pa
Ha pa pa. Ha.
pa.
Ha pa 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 pa.
I can't. That was already too much.
This is D&D, also
D&D,
called Drink and
Drive.
Drive. I'm Jackson,
I'm Angel.
and we're coming to you from Illinois.
Yeah, we're in Illinois.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
We haven't even drunk yet.
No, we really couldn't think of an intro because today we're watching
Insidious.
Yes, that is today's film.
So yeah,
Yeah, there was literally no
much-
intro, so we
much
couldn't
of an
really...
intro here. I mean, what could we do that James Wan already did?
Right.
You know?
So yeah, today we're watching Insidious, which means we pull out the fact sheet a little bit.
Yeah,
Insidious.
I would say.
We're watching the first Insidious that came out in 2010 and directed
Oh,
by
wow.
James Wan.
Damn, that's
That's an older
movie
It's
now.
11 years old.
That's crazy.
Second one, Insidious 2, came out in 2013, also directed by James Wan.
Third one.
2015 was directed by Leigh Whannell, which I have some information about him later. And then 2018, the final, the third one is, what is that? I had the
You had a
cases here.
Oh no.
The third one is, this is chapter 3, because the fourth one is called The Last Key. So the fourth one...
I think I remember seeing that one.
Yeah. No,
It's a little vague. Some of the Insidiouses kind of overlap for me.
Well, the fourth one only has its own title, which is called The Last Key, so...
It's just the last key.
All the other ones are just chapter 2 and chapter 3.
All the other keys of the world are gone.
But then, yeah, the fourth one came out in 2018, and it was directed by Adam Robitel, I think, if I'm reading this right. But altogether, like all 4 films, they were written by Leigh Whannell.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
His screenplay and his writings of the
Are
movie
like throughout.
is like all 4 movies.
The whole series?
Yeah, series. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it series.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the quick little
Interesting.
title sequence.
Well, those are all things I genuinely did not know, and I am now a lot more wiser for it. So thank you, bud.
So we're going to go right into the quick catch-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because you forgot the layout.
Yeah. Why does it feel like it's been so long?
Well, we'll get to that because you can go
Yeah.
first with the quick catch-up.
Sure.
Actually,
Oh, yeah. You want to go?
before we get to that,
All right. What's up? Drinks.
yes, today we're drinking...
Blue Moon, but not your regular Blue Moon.
No.
No. We got Moon Haze, honey, hazy, juicy, pale ale Blue Moon.
Yeah, so let's crack
going-
these
we're
bad
going-
boys open.
We're going cans today.
Yeah, well, it's because I saw it and I was like, I did not know that Blue Moon made pale ale, so I decided to give it a try.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
That'll do.
Let me try it.
I'm actually really into this. I think I like this more than regular ones.
This is very tasty.
Yeah.
I
like this.
really like that.
I think this might be just a thing I keep.
It reminds me of IPAs a little bit.
It basically is in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah, so no, this is Blue Moon Haze. I don't know if it's like a seasonal thing because I hadn't seen it before. And it looks very harvesty, fall themed.
Kind of has that
you know?
vibe to it. Huh. Who knows? It looks vaguely familiar to me. I don't know. I kind of just, I don't know. Sometimes I just pick a bunch of random shit too. So
Yeah, because I chose between this one and then there was another one, and it was just like another like wheat-based drink. Not the actual like Blue Moon, because there was
Different other plate.
the regular one, Moon Haze, and then this other like wheat based.
Oh, okay. I
forgot what it was
you're talking
called,
about.
but I chose this one because it just reminded me of IPAs, and we both like IPAs. So now we can get to quick catch up.
Yes. So, God, last thing I remember.
Sounds like a
very, basically right after last week? I think that following day we had a bit of a change.
Yeah.
A little bit of a change.
You're talking about work.
Work related stuff
related.
right now. We'll get that out the way because I feel like that's just pretty quick to get through. Yeah, Jaxie.
That's it. That's your quick catch up.
Well,
what's up with you?
Okay.
What happened to your keys?
I've actually genuinely
talking about the last key. What happened to your last key?
I genuinely tried to forget about it, actually, and I almost succeeded until you brought it up. Yeah, I lost my keys
again
to my car for a day.
Yeah,
it was like 2 days, but okay. So first thing, when I was looking for my keys, I found the old one.
Yeah,
in a place where it never should have been.
The toilet.
No, but also a place that never should have been. That I probably should have checked. But it just dropped out of my closet. Like the old key, which was basically useless. So Monday morning.
So I don't get that. Why was it useless? Like, because don't you plug it into like your car?
Yes. So when the guy makes the new key, apparently it like erases like whatever code.
That's weird, though.
Yeah, it is, but
hybrid cars.
I mean, hybrid cars. I don't know. They're pretty weird in general. Well, you don't need gas all the time. That's weird. But yeah, I lost my key, so I basically was like, fuck this shit. Called in sick, because it generally did make me sick. I was like,
no, I feel like
here we go again.
Yeah, no, stress and stuff can do that to you.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and I was just like turning my room upside down all over again, trying to find a new set of keys, because it wasn't just the car key now. It was the whole set.
The whole set of
keys. So my Monday and Tuesday were just.
You know what's funny about that?
What?
This little side thing is that me and I will say an old co-worker of mine. We were we were actually talking about that of keys, of you losing your key specifically. Because he had I think a friend who actually lost his entire set of keys one time, and I was like, you know what would be funny?
You put that shit on me, you son of a bitch.
I didn't even know. It was kind of both of us actually. But it'd be like what happened? What would happen if he got the new keys?
God.
He put it with all of his keys so that he wouldn't lose it.
Oh my god!
And then he ends up losing it. And guess what happens? Monday, you lose the whole set of keys.
The whole set of keys. You invoked it.
Yes.
And it happened.
I was so pissed off.
You might have had that. Might have been like your one wish. You know. And you just fuck with me.
That would have been my. That would not be my one wish.
As soon as you desired it, it happened.
Ah, dang it!
Damn it! But yeah.
So is that your?
That was that. I did eventually find my keys again. They were in the couch, which I still don't know how the fuck they got to the couch.
Ghosts.
Real
ghosts.
But thankfully by Wednesday I only had to pay for one Uber.
You actually had to take an Uber to work?
No, to get back.
To get back?
Well, because I got my friend
you
to take me there.
Oh, yeah.
But she doesn't exactly like... She works kind of like a second shift job. So, I had to basically find out. Figure that out on my own. God, I had never been more happy than when I actually got my keys back, though. I was like, oh, the whole world is possible now. I can do anything again. And yeah. I'm a lot happier now that I have my keys. And then just general, making plans with friends for the weekend. Yeah. Which we'll see how that goes. I'll probably...
For this weekend. Yeah.
I'll probably talk about that in the next quick catch-up. But yeah. Yeah, that's basically me right now.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and also found one of my favorite rings. I lost that too. Yeah, as soon as I got the new keys back.
Now you must glue them to your skin.
I will surgically affix them to my body.
Like the staples that they put inside of people's skin, just.
Probably just put like a layer of skin over it to make it not,
You have to drive with your hand on the ignition.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I gotta do this.
Cool. That would be kind of cool. You basically have some.
You'd be some
biometrics to your vehicles.
It'd be uncomfortable though.
Probably. I don't know. I mean,
you'd be reaching over.
You've seen weirder things. I mean, you've seen some sci-fi shit. People have cell phones in their hands.
Well, that's where the fiction part comes into play.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's still. That's why I said science fiction. Sci-fi. And who knows? Maybe one day it'll be all cyberpunky, and we'll just have constant connection to the internet. And
come on, time to burn a city.
Which would suck if you were just constantly connected to the internet.
Yeah, no, it would.
In a weird way, I think it would suck.
Yeah.
At the same time, it'd be so cool.
Yeah. Pros and cons.
Really cool. Yeah, there are pros and cons. But yeah, that's me.
Yes.
What about you, buddy?
Well, I quit my job.
Yes!
Because we both pretty much worked at the same job,
Yes.
and we both agreed that it sucks.
Oh, we still do. It still does. It hasn't changed.
And I finally found a new job that pays better and has a better boss. I'll just say that much.
Yes.
So this week pretty much has been all like
Guns
new
and
stuff.
Roses.
Yeah, I mean
Not Guns and Roses, just roses.
just roses. Yeah, no guns.
No guns.
No, except for the ones right here. No, just
Ah, ha, ha.
no.
Nobody can see you.
No, exactly.
Your terrible jokes.
Yeah, terrible jokes. Yeah, no, literally this week has been our first week at the job, and I'm liking it way more than the other one. So yeah, because I get treated decent.
Huge pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hours are good.
That's also a big pro.
And better pay.
That's an enormous pro. Huge PP.
Yes, huge. And literally the only con I would say is waking up early.
Even then.
But even then,
that's
like,
a thing that you easily adjust to.
That's the thing is like, it sucks like when I'm like waking up and like getting ready. But like once I'm like, I walk out to my car and I get it all ready, like all that cold air right now.
Oh yeah.
All that fall air. It like wakes me up.
You get the proper cold.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, wake up call.
It's 36 degrees.
Well, right now it's more like 40s, but
Yeah, true.
I wake because
during
I have
the
to
day, because I feel like earlier in the morning
I
it's
have to
colder, so.
I have to leave at like 6
Yeah,
in the morning, and that's 40 degrees. So.
that's me waking up, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but yeah.
So that's kind of my.
Buddy.
That's kind of all that's like happened, because like everything else
Just
is
adjusting.
normal, but it's just adjusting to a normal a
New
normal
schedule.
routine.
Yeah.
Which
new
is
routine, new schedule.
Yeah. So yeah, that's for our quick catch up. So now we're gonna go into our 10-minute
mark.
I
don't know.
We don't really
summary?
have
No, that's summary.
10-minute summary, I guess.
I don't know. This is where we're at in the movie here.
Yeah. So obviously, this is the beginning of the movie, and you see that there's pretty much a new family moving into a new home.
Yeah, it's just regular American.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit.
Yeah. It's 2 parents. They got 3 sons. Oof. One of them's like, how old is he in the movie? Like 12, 10?
They don't look to be.
I don't remember.
They do not have any body hair, so just take that into.
So maybe like 9 or 10.
I would say
for like 2 brothers, and then the other one's like 1. So
newborn. Well, not newborn, but yeah, like a yearling.
Pretty young.
Yearling, I'd say.
So they're pretty much moving into a new house, and like the older son is venturing into the attic because he heard something, and then the door opened behind him.
As you do, yeah.
So being a curious little boy, he decides to go up into like the dark attic.
He's just a curious George.
He is.
Swing. Everything. Sorry.
But this is an enormous attic, like.
Yo, this is like a whole apartment.
Enormous. I know.
It's a studio.
Like, you could rent that out.
I would rent this out.
It'd be kind of creepy, though, to have somebody, like, living in your attic.
I mean, if you knew he was there. That's better.
That's also true.
He or she or they or them, whoever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
As long as you knew who the hell it was you were renting to. And also probably had another way of letting them get out outside of just, like, what, the ladder?
The ladder,
Yeah.
No, they would probably... That house, if it actually did have like an attic space, it would actually have literal stairs.
Yeah, maybe have like a whole other set of stairs that lead up to it. Maybe like a little weird little.
Maybe a red door. Oh wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
It already has that.
Hold on.
It's just in the
Hold it.
It's just in the paranormal dimension. Because that's actually what he sees right here.
A red door.
You don't see it, but he does.
Yeah.
Because kids are more.
Close to or,
susceptible to the paranormal.
I wouldn't say susceptible. It just seems like they just have like a closer like
the veil. Apparently, like
they can see that veil a little bit easier. Yeah.
Yeah, between kids and
they're a bit more open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is very terrifying if you think about it.
Yeah, and it explains why kids have a fear of closets and under the bed, and maybe they have seen something and they just can't really see it.
The dark.
Well, you could call it the dark, but also in this series, it's called the further.
The dark.
It is also the dark.
You can call it whatever the fuck you want.
It is the dark.
It's the dark.
The dark.
The dark.
So...
You think darkness is
I was born in the darkness. Raised by it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have some Bane puns.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just go right into the UFO. Do you remember what that stood for?
Ultimate first.
Orangutan.
Oculus Rift.
Origin. You got 2/3 of it right.
2/3 is good enough for me.
It's good enough.
That's almost the whole pizza.
So yeah, now we base the UFO off of a clear picture or a blurry picture, depending on when we remember or if we vaguely remember seeing Insidious for the first time. Now this can be any of the movies,
right?
Just in general. So what's your UFO
I honestly
story?
think the first time I saw one of these movies was with you and your fiance, to be honest. I think it was the first one, because I remember it was like a day we were... Was it like...
a couple of years ago.
It was a couple of years ago. Where
it was like... around Halloween.
Was it?
I think so. It was either that or... I remember it was like sometime in, like, when it was getting chilly.
Okay.
I think, right?
I feel like...
I don't really remember.
I feel like it might have been. So this is probably not the most clear UFO then.
Well, yeah.
So... but it was either... To me, it was like either after like some party or me just being there for too long. I feel like I spent the night or something, and then we started watching movies.
Because I'm trying to remember for you.
Yeah.
Because I do remember that we were having some sort of like horror marathon. Because we brought like a bunch of the collections over.
Yes.
Because I own like a crap ton of paranormal horror movies.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed by our movie selection so far.
Well, it's spooky season, so we're starting off.
But even then, we were like starting to lean into it a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
But I think we were just having like just some sort of marathon, if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I guess you were there.
And I think it was a lot of the Insidious movies too at the time, because it wasn't just this one. I think we started watching some of the other ones too. Or I don't remember if it was this or The Conjuring. Now I'm sorry.
No. We had both. I remember kind of now. You were in the basement, right? We were all in the basement. That's a different... Yeah, that was a different series. Yeah, we watched The Conjuring one time series.
Yeah.
And then we watched Insidious a different time.
Yeah. All those movies was basically with you guys.
Yeah. So you were pretty late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was very late. So
yours isn't very clear. Yours is pretty blurry.
Fairly. I was also drinking at the time.
Yeah. So probably
so
pretty
it's
blurry.
A little blurry.
It's like a little smudge on the photo.
I mean, like, I know it happened. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's like it's in the sky, but you're like, I don't know about that. It might be a bird.
But it's definitely something. There's definitely something in this photograph.
Yes. Look at this photograph.
Yeah.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Yeah.
Anyway,
eyes get so red.
Yeah. All right, I think we played this joke enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just like,
terrible
jokes. Yes.
Terrible songs.
Yes, terrible
bands.
Yeah.
In the 2000s.
Yes, quarterback.
Yes.
Pennyback.
Wait, what was the other one? There was a
Dimeback.
That was a funny one.
I don't know.
I don't remember anymore.
So that's your UFO story?
That's my UFO.
Funny enough, I actually don't even remember the very first time that I saw Insidious.
You say what?
Yeah, I don't even remember the first time that I saw it.
You've seen it so many times, though?
There's probably why.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
Because I remember watching, The Conjuring for the first time.
Right.
But I didn't get introduced to Insidious until, like, a couple years after. So, like, when I was in college. So, I don't even remember watching it for the first time.
Anywhere between then and now.
Well, not now, because I've seen it a lot, but, I mean...
Between then and the last time I remember seeing it. I mean, fuck it.
I don't know.
I think I was going somewhere, but it fell apart.
I feel like it could have been, like, senior year of high school, but... Because I watched a lot of horror movies in my senior year, so I'm like, probably.
That would probably line up somewhere around there.
I would think so. So, I would say 2015, maybe.
Sure.
I would say that, but it's still a pretty blurry image because
Mine was probably 2018 then.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's when we started
Because 2018 was when The Last Key came out, so it was getting a.
It could have been that too, because maybe. Did you guys go see that in theaters or no?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I remember watching the third Insidious in theaters. Yeah, the third Insidious. Cause
was that with your fiance?
that one came out in 2015. So
that was way before.
That was before I met her.
Before any of that stuff.
Yeah, and I was with one. That was with one of my friends, and we were still in Iowa, obviously.
Yeah.
And we were like just out in Des Moines. We're like, hey, let's go see Insidious, and he's like, yeah. Let's do it. And I'm just like, okay. So we just went and saw Insidious, and we're like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Maybe I should watch the other movies.
Yes, maybe I should. That's why I'm like, maybe it was 2015.
I mean, I guess I was kind of like that with The Nun. But I was like,
well, The Nun.
I know. I was just like,
The Nun is very.
It started out really cool. I was just like,
That's
maybe I should watch the other movies.
That's the thing. The Nun starts off really cool, and then it just declines.
I'm like, all right, Marilyn Manson.
yeah, pretty much.
Hey, you.
Yeah,
what do you say?
I see a nun, and he looks like you.
Yes. What's going on? In our share.
All those beautiful people.
Yes, all those beautiful people.
And that, stupid mob scene,
Wow, we got jokes. You know why we're being so jokey right now? It's because we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
Because we normally get all this out of our system before we
start the movie. So this one might
be a little bit more just terrible puns.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess that's our UFOs then.
That is our UFOs.
So, what's our mark?
How
are we doing?
Let's let the audience know what's happening. Right now, it's just the mother. She is
by the clock.
Yeah. Well, she's home alone, and her the youngest one is sleeping in a totally separate room on the upstairs level.
Right.
Which is one of the stupidest things that you could do when you have like a 1-year-old. Is to let them.
That is true.
Out of your sight on the top floor.
That is way true. What the hell?
That is not. I don't care if all your doors are locked.
Terrible parenting.
That is bad parenting.
Then again,
just no.
Then again, I probably
Well, okay, I get that okay, I just want to be away from the kids for a bit, but still, it's a stupid decision.
It's a stupid decision.
That's a stupid decision.
Yeah.
And so in the movie, she's pretty much home alone, and then she hears.
I do remember this scene.
Yeah, she hears some whispers through the baby monitor, and then she goes up, checks, nobody's there, but she's pretty spooked out.
Which any good parent would be.
Yeah, you'd be spooked out.
But also any good parent wouldn't leave their kid alone on the second floor, away from the.
Yeah.
Even if you are just like at home.
Yeah, you still wouldn't do that. It's just. That's what I'm saying. It's
I wouldn't be comfortable leaving them on a whole other floor.
Like if they're like
at all.
If they're like 8 years old, okay, yeah, okay.
I would even go as far as to 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When they're 8.
When they're able to walk around and stuff, I'm like, all right, that's fine.
When they're able to know what danger is,
8.
Because it's like okay, well, you see a scary shadow.
Sure. Okay.
They'll come running to their parents.
All right.
Like that sort of thing.
Right.
Okay. Then I get it.
It's a yearling, though. What the fuck are they going to do?
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. Why would you leave a 1-year-old way up at the top floor?
Right. And now Mama's given one of her boys the talk.
Well, yeah, I guess. Pretty much one of her sons got some award, and she's like, why didn't you tell us? And he's just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm scared of my other brother. Yeah. He's sleepwalking. And she's just like, no, that's not possible because his brother's in a coma.
Oh, kind of. True. That's true. Kind of coma?
Kind of coma because...
Paranormal coma. Coma.
Yeah, a paracoma.
A paracoma. Yeah.
Coma normal.
Coma normal.
That doesn't really
work.
Coma
normal activity.
Pretty much, Dalton, he's the kid. He's pretty much trapped inside the further, which is the paranormal world, I guess. It's the in-between.
Yeah, the dark.
Much. Yeah, the dark. Because he's not,
Because all kids are scared of the dark.
Yes. Because that's exactly where a kid wants to be.
The dark.
The dark.
Molded by it.
Molded by it. Yes.
Yeah. More Bane.
Pretty much that's kind of what's happening in the movie is that one of the brothers everybody thinks he's in a coma, but the other brother
seeing him
hears him like whisper and hears him walking around and sees him walking around, which is very freaky for a kid.
To just listen to their supposedly comatose sibling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start doing some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty freaky. And then, of course, he's back in bed whenever you tell his parents, so no one's going to believe him. So
exactly. Now you just sound like a stupid kid.
A stupid kid. What are you doing, huh?
Stupid kid, afraid of the dark.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like, were nightlights not a thing for these kids?
I guess not. Parents were like, nah, you got to face the dark.
Gotta be molded.
You gotta be molded by it, shaped by it.
Jesus Christ. When your dad is Bane. That would be so hilarious.
He's just like trying to give you like a talk, but he has like,
that's stupid. That's right, son.
Yeah. I kind of want to see like a Bane soap opera of some sorts. I don't know.
That doesn't.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be weird.
A sitcom. Actually, sitcom. That would be great.
Don't worry, son. I'll lead you to the boss.
You just tell me the name of your bullies and I will break their backs.
You won't ever hear from them again.
I'm going to blow up this bush.
I'll teach them a lesson that they won't forget.
Yeah. Oh, sidebars.
We're very rambunctious in this episode.
It's a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Ah, buddy. And then, is this, I forgot his name.
This is, Patrick Wilson. The actor?
I was actually thinking about the character name, but also his name.
Oh, okay. I forget his character.
He's not actually Dalton. No, Dalton's the kid.
No, Dalton's the kid. I just remember that
Dad.
much. Oh, man, I know his name. It's just, whenever
his name is Dad.
His name is Dad.
The thing I never had. Yep.
Molded by.
Oh, Josh. There it is.
Josh.
That's his name, Josh.
Crack the case.
Okay, so I guess, that summary's pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll go into Fast Facts, which is the next segment. There's a bunch of...
Speed.
There wasn't a lot of stuff on Insidious. So there's not a whole lot to talk about, I guess.
Right.
So I guess the first one that I'll say is that this movie was actually originally going to be called The Further.
Just The Further?
Yeah, because that's what they call the paranormal realm, like the in-between.
The dark.
Yeah, so I guess they changed it to Insidious for whatever reason.
I mean, I feel like that movie's going to grab people's attention more.
Yeah.
Than The Further.
The Further, it's like, oh, okay.
That sounds stupid.
The Further sounds like a sci-fi film.
They'll be like, that's a stupid fucking name.
What's your name?
Yeah.
The Further. The Further.
That ain't fucking sex.
What's your name? Insidious. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, sidebar, there was like a t-shirt that I wanted to show you that was basically that whole conversation.
Dang it.
Yeah, I think you would have appreciated it.
Yeah, I would. So that's kind of like the first, fact, I guess. Another one, which is insane for me, but this first movie,
yes.
Guess how long it took them to film the whole thing?
What, more than a year?
No.
Wait, how long then?
Guess.
So it's not more than a year?
You got 3 guesses.
Okay.
You already got one.
Okay, less than a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, I only got one guess.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't think you'll get it, though. But
6 months?
Nope.
How long?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?!
Yeah.
Okay.
Like shooting it and filming it took only 3 weeks.
Okay.
Which is insane.
Okay. The whole movie is basically the house, though.
Yeah, but I mean, think of all the things that they also implemented into it. Like, all the characters had to have their lines, all of the cues, the music cues.
You know what?
Plus, they had to go into the further, all that effects and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's become one of the most popular horror series.
I feel like they did a lot with you know how the saying of less is more.
Yeah.
Basically, I feel like it was basically just that house and maybe a couple scenes here and there.
Well, it is true. I mean, their whole tagline was it's not the It's not the house that's haunted.
It's the.
I think it was that was it. It's it's not the house that's haunted, and it was the ellipses or something like that.
It's not the house that's haunted.
Yeah, it's not the house.
It's the people.
which is actually pretty cool because when the director James Wan, he started directing, in the first Insidious,
right,
he didn't want the stereotypical this is a haunted house and this is a spooky ghost. He didn't want all that stuff. He wanted an actual oh no, this is a normal family, normal house, and the only thing that's wrong is the kid.
Yeah.
And none of the parents realize this until they get the psychic, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, which is it's an original idea for him.
I think I kind of like that. Yeah. It kind of makes it seem like there's more of an active evil out there.
Yeah, that it can get into anybody.
It's trying to fuck you up any way it can, and it will do whatever it takes. No matter the cost!
Power Rangers unite! No, I'm just
a bunch of different demons and ghosts.
Demon Rangers unite!
Pretty funny.
So this kind of other one kind of ties into each other, but that intro theme music, the one with the super creepy, when Insidious flashes like that. Yeah. It took 33 violinists to make that intro sequence.
I do like the
only violins.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. Once the soundtrack when it hits, man. Woo!
Yeah, it hits.
It does its job.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, no, the composer, his name is Joseph Bishara, and he did Insidious as well as The Conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
So
you definitely
Yeah, so he's a very big horror fanatic, and also
I think you can tell in his work.
He literally is because here's the tie-in is that Joseph Bishara in Insidious.
Okay.
You know that the red-faced demon.
Yes.
That's him.
Yes.
Yes.
Why is that familiar?
Because in Annabelle.
Oh, we talked about this.
He dresses up as the demon.
Yes.
In Annabelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's very dedicated to horror, pretty much. He writes the music. He dresses up as demons.
He's all about that horror life.
And he dresses up as the red demon in this
pretty
series.
Terrifying looking thing, to be honest.
And you know what they used for his red, the red
paint?
stuff? Not paint.
It's not paint?
Lipstick.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he was pretty much nicknamed the Lipstick Demon, which is really funny because lipstick demon, okay, but yeah, they used lipstick.
He just goes around and takes all your lipstick.
Yes.
The paint is. Nobody ever taught him how to use lipstick, so now nobody gets
to use lipstick. This is how you use it. Which is
Yeah.
That's
actually kind of cool.
Yeah. It's just funny. It's just funny. The other one was the one I said before at the very beginning of the episode was that one of the characters in the Insidious series, his name is called Specs, the guy with the glasses and
really? No, I thought it would have been the other guy.
I'm just clarifying.
Okay.
Is that he was the one who actually helped write all of the Insidious movies, was a character in the movies, and he also helped write the first Saw movie with James Wan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually really dope. So
those,
he's been around in the business for a while.
Yeah, so those two created Saw and Insidious. Together.
Saw's pretty popular too.
Yeah, well,
a staple in horror.
Yeah, Saw is, and Insidious is a pretty big hit too, and yeah, so he's been around.
I would love to see that crossover.
It would be weird.
But I would be into it.
I don't think Insidious would cross over into Saw. Really? No. Well, they did a little bit because in this movie, in the first one, I don't know if you saw, but Josh, he's a high school teacher.
Yes.
behind on his chalkboard, there's a little picture of Jigsaw.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
So it's like a little. It was like right now, like.
Oh yeah, we were
before.
talking. Damn.
Yeah, you missed it.
I just missed it.
But pretty much like behind his desk on the chalkboard is a silhouette of the Jigsaw face.
Jigsaw's pretty iconic.
So he put that little Easter egg in there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So technically, yes, it did.
See, it could cross over, is what they're saying. Hollywood.
Well, you never know.
Just give me like a one movie. Don't milk it for as much as you. Just give me one good script and a decent film, and I'll be happy. That would be really fun, actually. I think it could work in a really fucked up and interesting way. Like you thought it was just gonna be like you trying to survive this game. There's some fucked up shit actually going on here.
That's the thing. You would probably have to have a character survive a couple tasks.
Yeah.
But at the end, be confronted with the red-faced demon.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Or it was mine all along.
Or he's like, this is my creation, and then you're sucked
you were
into
expecting
a portal.
Jigsaw, but instead it was me, Lipstick Demon.
Oh, okay, yeah, that too.
Yep.
Lipstick Demon. I called myself Lehman.
Lehman. Oh my god.
That's not the most original idea, but it will be a name to fear. I swear to you. What if he was a high-pitched voice? It's me! I am the Lipstick Demon!
Oh my god.
Fear me!
You just ruined my whole idea now
there. Good. That's my plan.
You succeeded.
Because there's so many things that you can do wrong with that.
That's true. That's very beautiful. All right, Hollywood. Maybe we'll let that slide.
Well, later. Speaking of big companies, here's another fact. In 2015, so when the third movie came out, in Universal Studios in Orlando, they actually had a themed maze.
That's awesome.
Dedicated to the 3 Insidious movies that were out.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Which I'm just like, wow, okay, that's not fair.
It's not fair that we missed that.
Yeah, exactly. A whole maze dedicated to the Insidious movies.
That would have been a fun weekend.
Yeah, it'd be a scary and fun weekend.
That's exactly what I needed.
You would totally get that. There would be the red-faced demon in there.
Well, he would have to be.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be throughout.
Yeah, or I bet they had a bunch of fog and blue lights and all.
And
that.
you just see that, and then bang!
And then just jumps there.
Yeah, they have an actual people working there, dressing up and running
as
around,
creepy
just
people.
Yeah, just fucking things up. Yeah.
Yeah. No, literally, because you could have people dressing up as ghosts and stuff. Because technically, real
ghosts. Oh my god.
Yes, you can touch them.
Wow. Oh my god, and they can touch me.
Oh. Yeah, that one completely.
Don't make it weird, Jackson.
You said it.
You thought more than that.
And for the final fact,
what's the final fact?
We're gonna go back to good old Bishara, Joseph Bishara.
Yes.
Is that so?
Everybody's favorite lipstick demon.
Yes. Apparently, the theme for this episode is the lipstick demon.
Yeah,
so the actor Ty Simpkins, he played Dalton, the kid, the main character kid.
Right.
And in order for him to not be as scared
that thing is
from the demon, because that is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
James Wan, he had him sit at the makeup table, and then Bishara would sit just normal, the way he is, and then they would just add layers after layers. So then he's like, look, this demon, quote unquote demon, is fake. It's just some dude.
It's a guy in a
wearing
suit.
makeup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I guess it worked, because by the end he's just like, oh, okay, whatever. But
yeah, this is just the job.
Yeah, but then
I get it now.
But then once you're on set, pretty terrifying.
I mean, it still is going to look, because you're going to.
It's still going to look pretty scary.
You being this kid trying to do these lines and seeing that thing come to life.
Some big 6 foot tall demon licking the glass and
yeah. That's going to leave some
memories,
some therapy sessions. It all started when I was born.
Born for acting.
Born in the dark.
Molded by it.
I did not see the light until I was but a man.
By a man, I mean 10 years old.
You're 10 years old. You came out here on a Tuesday.
So that's all the fast facts that I got for this movie and series, I guess, because there wasn't a whole lot about it.
That was actually a couple of very interesting things.
There's some
3 weeks!
There were some interesting pointers.
That's ridiculous.
3 weeks. Oh, yeah.
Of like them filming this.
I know, right? I guess that... I don't know. He was just very...
It just goes to show you how talented these people were.
Right.
Are. Because they're still alive.
I think... if I remember correctly... When they were making Saw, James Wan, he still had an idea kind of around Insidious. Like the whole theme of a paranormal theme, I guess. Not... Because like, he got... I mean, obviously he got like famous for, Saw and being bloody and gory. Yeah. But he also wanted to make movies that are not bloody or gory, but just paranormal.
Yeah, that's true. This is very just...
Because he was like... He wanted to prove to the audiences that he could make a gory film, but also a creepy film at the same time.
So he has a bit more of a variety to
it. And so he got into Insidious, and he got into Conjuring, and all that stuff.
I think he's doing pretty well.
And he's doing pretty good. And then he made Aquaman.
Aquaman. You already know how I feel about Aquaman. I fucking love that movie.
That's a creepy movie. Ooh, man.
So scary.
Yeah, it's so scary.
This has got sharks with frickin' lasers on their frickin' heads.
Frickin' laser beams.
Best. That was the highlight.
Yeah.
Outside, dude, there's so many.
Are those sharks with laser beams?
So many awesome things about it. To me, when I saw that, I'm like, peak. It peaked. It peaked right here. It's not going to get any better than this.
I just want to run a business. An evil business. See what I mean?
See what I mean?
He just wants to take over my life.
Oh my god.
He tried to kill me. That's not true. No, it's true.
No, it's true. I'm just a test tube, baby. Yeah. Well, you see, the truth is...
The truth is we can't sway from this topic.
Nope. That's a different... That's a different discussion.
Yeah. We're going to go back into the summary, because it's like a 20-minute summary now, because we've spent a long time discussing the facts, but...
We had a lot of things to talk about, alright?
So...
A lot of things to laugh about.
Yes. So pretty much what happens in the movie now is that they moved houses. Yeah. Because...
she was like, man, we're seeing some freaky shit in this old place.
Right. Well, she saw, like, an apparition, I guess you could say, of some dude trying to attack her in the baby's room. Yeah. So she's like, that's it. I'm done. We're moving. And then the dad's like, okay, sure, whatever. They must be like super rich because,
apparently, because they can just move houses
just move houses just like that.
It was a different time.
Another place.
Another world.
Another world. For the Skeksis rule.
You fool. You didn't check the top drawer?
Yeah. But yeah, so they're in a new house, but it turns out the house is not the thing that's haunted.
It's almost as if this film is trying to get that point across to you or something. Well, that's a central focal point to the series at large.
Yeah. I mean, by the time they move to the new house and they realize that, it's not the house, that's the thing that's haunted, they're like...
We're just haunted.
Yeah. Where it's just like, okay, yeah.
We're just being haunted.
Yeah, it's just like these things keep happening to us, but we don't know why.
Yeah.
Which is, the mentality of like the parents is like, I don't know what's happening.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah. And that's pretty. Okay. So the mother saw some like boy come out of
a wardrobe.
A wardrobe. Yeah.
That's a wardrobe.
Yeah, because she saw some like the boy was pretty much an apparition.
Oh yeah.
So.
It was a straight up like 1900s boy.
It doesn't look like... It looks like an actual kid just jumping out of the wardrobe. But
and he's just like, ha-ha!
It's like, I got you!
I got you!
You'll never catch me, Lucky Charms! Whee!
Yeah. He just runs off. I'm like...
He's like, wait, what? What just
I mean, I guess that would be pretty freaky, but I'd be like...
I think
fuck?
I would just be like, I'm gonna lock my doors next time.
Like, I would be like... I'm just mildly annoyed right now that this kid just hopped out of my wardrobe and I just let him run away.
Yeah.
He just broke into my home, hid in my wardrobe, and then I just let him run away.
Yeah, pretty much. She just kind of like sat in the corner and cried.
You know, as soon as I saw that kid, man, I would have been like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Achha!
You can't just be.
This is called the paranormal pork chop.
See, clearly, you didn't get enough discipline. Now, don't tell your parents.
But this is how you do
it.
What?
Kitchen.
Well, I mean, back in the day, you probably could. Give him a little uppercut and be like, well, that's called discipline, boy.
I'm gonna give him a little Hadouken here.
A little spanking from the board.
Some tiger knee. Just give him like a full-on knee to the chest.
A little
kick him in the kidneys.
A little twist of the wrist,
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Stomp on the toes.
A little guillotine. Oh, yeah, that's a classic. Guillotine choke, just choke him out. Just
an actual guillotine. What?
Yeah. Well, you don't got one?
I have 4.
Oh.
Mini size and human size.
Well, I have 5.
Oh, dang.
Each.
What is this?
How did he beat me in guillotines?
Yeah, the guillotine war's over. I can't. Yeah.
Oh god.
That's our summary.
Oh god. This is some more rambunctious episode.
Another quick summary is that the red-faced demon just made its appearance.
Oh, did it? I miss it.
Yes.
I keep missing all the things. God damn it.
I'll remind it for you. Actually,
I would appreciate.
It's very It's very.
Oh, is it the one where it's like, yeah, it's like in the memes?
Yeah. So she's trying to talk, and then all of a sudden,
she's just looking off into the distance, looks up, and is like, ah!
Yeah. Pretty much. Because the character.
Why did he make me think of like a red-faced Kermit or something? I don't know.
I'm behind you. No. Instead of the red face, it's the green face Kermit.
Yeah, it's just Kermit. I'm
coming to haunt you.
I want to. Oh, pass me another beer.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because I finished mine pretty quickly.
I couldn't because I've watched these movies more than you have. So, yeah, I can't really take a break.
I know.
I want to, though.
I want to. You've seen it all.
I've seen too much.
Oh god.
I guess we could go just into the ratings now.
You want to go into the ratings?
Yeah, because
I mean, there's not really much else that we could say.
There's not a whole lot. I'll just say this: we're at like the middle point in the movie.
Yeah, where things are starting to really get into that rising action.
Yes, we get introduced to the 2 guys here.
Everybody's favorite 2 guys.
Yeah. And so they're pretty much like the videographers of the paranormal.
They're like the guys from Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah. They go in, they investigate, and if they see something, they call the psychic. And then she comes in.
The big guns.
Pretty much. Which is kind of what happens, is that they investigate the house. The guy with the long hair, he actually takes a picture of like some lady in a dress, I think. Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, this house actually has spirits in them.
It's not the house that's haunted, though.
But now it is. So then
the house is getting haunted.
Yeah, and then they call in Lynn Shay, the actress, Lynn Shay. She does a really good job in these movies.
Oh, yeah.
As the psychic. And she comes in and she's just like, oh, I have to go into the further. And then she actually does go into the further.
It is my professional opinion that we go into the dark.
Yes. And then she's like, okay,
be molded by it.
She comes back, I've been molded by it, raised by it. And then she pretty much is like, okay, I can't go deeper into the further, otherwise it's gonna like affect her like personally.
Yeah.
But she's like, okay, well, but Josh, the father, he can go in because when he was a kid, he did astral projecting.
Oh, so that was just like his thing.
So his little connection between like the in-between, it was him astral projecting. Mm-hmm. So eventually he goes into the further, he finds his son, he sees some creepy demons, but eventually they get out, and that's kind of like the ending of the movie. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's actually a very good way to keep people coming back for more.
But he also gets, I guess, possessed in a way with the old woman who wears a black veil. Yeah. Who's a cross-dresser.
Yeah. Takes over her body. Yeah. His body? Jesus.
Yeah. No, like legit. the lady in the black veil is actually a guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I think they reveal that in the second Insidious.
Yeah, because that's when it was all about like
His origin.
He's trying to get back into his body. Well, yeah.
Well, he's trying to get a body, pretty much.
Yeah, Josh is trying to get his body back.
Yes.
Basically, is what I was going.
But that's
then...
pretty. Yeah. So that's pretty much like the rest of the movie in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
at this point, I mean, people have already seen this movie too. So
yeah, probably.
They kind of know. Well, okay.
So
what are we
going
to use? What's our ratings going to be?
Okay, so this movie came out in 2010. So I guess 1 out of 2010 stars.
1 out of 2000.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is the official thing. Whatever year it comes out, that's the amount of stars that we gotta base it off of. Deal with it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
I give this.
And this is just like the first movie. I'll give you a second rating of the series.
Oh, okay.
So this first one is just the first movie.
Wow, I don't know why the fuck I thought her voice sounded so deep, like in those.
What?
I don't know. My head went somewhere in a split second. I was just like, whoa! Okay, out of 2010 stars, I'll give this like a 1950s.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's really close to the rating.
Yeah, 1950s. Because it actually is pretty scary, and it
is.
does draw you into want to know more and see
Right.
more of these other movies. I feel it's a really good like starter. You know? But yeah,
If you wanted a beginner to get into horror,
yeah,
this would be a good series.
This is a good one to start somebody off with.
So then, as a series, what would you rate it as? Same rating.
As a series, it's a little bit more vague for me,
Right?
Because I think we kind of like binged through them.
We did, yeah.
And I only remember most, if not all.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think you guys were binging, and I was like kind of coming in and out of some of those movies. I'll just drop it to like an 18.
Still pretty
Which is
reasonable.
still, I mean, they were still decent
risible.
movies. It's risible. Oh god, I haven't said that all week.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah, because nobody would get it.
Okay, no, that's.
I think 18.
It's a pretty decent
overall
score
series,
for a series.
Yeah, because it was this. Remember, one of them she dies.
That's chapter 2. Yep.
Yeah, and then third one
Was
like
the origins.
The origins.
Yep.
And the fourth one was the last key, which was...
they go back to the psychic's home. She goes back to her childhood home.
Again, back where before she died. Right?
Yeah, because the fourth one is the one... She goes back to the home and she was abused as a child.
Yeah.
And
there
was a lot of negative energy.
I
So
do remember
there was a lot of
this.
like the veil was very thin because there was a lot of negative energy in that house. Yeah. So
that's my rating.
that's good. I like that. That's a good one. For me, the first one I'd put at just like a solid 1900.
1900?
Yeah. Because it's not my favorite one.
Oh, really?
The first one's not my favorite one. The fourth one is, actually.
Oh.
I really like the fourth one. I really like the atmosphere and the vibe of it.
Interesting.
This is really cool. I like the concept of having keys as fingers and that you can like lock somebody's like voice with like a little click of the key and like trying to like drag their soul like slowly, you know, to like be consumed.
Yeah.
It's a very creepy and
it's pretty
dark
creative too. I don't think
theme.
I've seen a lot like that actually.
It's kind of like that's kind of like the concept of it.
Yeah.
And it's not the red-faced demon. It's like an actual separate demon.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty creepy.
The
and
key
stuff.
demon.
Yeah, I don't know.
The keyman.
The key master.
I am the key master.
I am the key
I
master.
am the gatekeeper.
There you go. There you go. I was hoping you'd get that.
Oh, I got that one.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Zool.
That one completely over my head.
No, Zool is I think it's like the realm. Of where the.
Yeah.
Or unless Zool was the actual
name of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah. So
Why did that? Speaking of sidebar.
Yeah.
Why did that thing look like some sort of like 80s punk rock band member? I don't know.
it was all like shiny and sparkly.
Yeah.
Like the hair was like.
Am I supposed to believe that this is some sort of like ghost
Alien
demon?
Because it doesn't look like it. Looks like a disco star.
I'm I'm supposed to be scared of that. I'm more scared of the two weird ass dogs you got going. The gargoyles. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your girlfriend got turned into a dog.
Basically.
Yeah, it's okay.
Basically. Yeah.
As a series, this is one of my favorite horror series, so I'd probably give that like a high, like 1980 rating.
That's pretty good.
Because I really do like this series. The third and the fourth one are very good, and the first one. I wasn't like sure about the second one. I was never really sure about the second one. Where it was like it was good, but like I don't know. It was just I wouldn't say like it's like a repeat of the theme of the first one, but like I don't know. I just couldn't connect to it. But as a series, I really like it. I like the concept of the further and astral projection connecting to the paranormal. So
yeah, I think those are all very solid and valid reasons.
Yeah, so it's pretty high up. I mean, it doesn't beat The Conjuring, so because I really love the Conjuring series, even though there's some big flaws in those. But
yeah, but
just as movies,
even then, like no movie's perfect.
No, I mean except for Lord of the Rings, but
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. That was
I would
really
give highest ratings to those movies.
Is there any rating above the current rating?
Well, no.
When was Lord of the Rings made?
Well, technically, the first one was published. Released in... I'm thinking of the books. The first Fellowship was in 2001, and
We'll give
Return
it
of the
2021 then.
Return of the King was 2003.
2021.
There you go.
2000.
2003, how about 3003?
Yeah, that's basically our own.
And that's the extended version.
Yeah. God, I don't think we could go... it's just going to become a whole other rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I think this is a...
So that was some good ratings. Yeah. As a summary...
Oh.
Yeah, do you have any, like, questions? Do you have any...
No, I mean,
I think to discuss regarding Insidious, the themes of Insidious?
No, I mean... Well, what would you consider are the themes of Insidious?
Well, I was going to ask you, do you... with every paranormal horror movie, I always have questions of the other side. Is, do you believe in astral projecting?
You know what? I think I do, because...
You think so?
I feel like when people have those dreams of flying...
And seeing their own body?
Yeah, that too. And I've definitely had a moment of that.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did.
When you were facing the mirror and stuff like that?
No.
Or was
that... That was more like sleep paralysis.
That was... Oh, yeah, that was the sleep... Yeah.
That was sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
But I did have like a moment of like just being able to...
See yourself?
See myself... But knowing that I'm asleep, but still being able to see myself asleep. And it was just like a very quick moment.
Right.
Which was really cool. And also I feel like when people have dreams of like flying and stuff, it's just another maybe extension.
Like a, yeah.
I would say.
I bet it's kind of like the bridge trying to get the brain to like get to the astral projecting, but doesn't quite get there.
Yeah. I think I remember like that one flying. I only ever had the one dream. But one dream where I was flying, and it was basically me, open skies, next to like a cosmic owl.
Really?
It was really dope.
That's pretty cool.
It is really
not
cool.
Not gonna lie.
I was like, this is the dopest thing.
I want to stay here forever.
And then I had to go to school the next day. I was like, fuck!
This is a nightmare.
This is the worst. I didn't study for anything.
Gotta go back to the sketches.
I wanted to go and spend more time with the cosmic owl. Yeah.
Give me some notebook. I need to write this down.
Yeah, right. Oh, I really wish I would have written more of my dreams down.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. That was my flying dream. I don't know if you ever had one of those.
It's a very funny dream.
Is it?
Yes, because it's not like I was flying. I was falling. But it was okay. So this was in like my childhood home. It was okay. So we had a swing set, right?
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh, this is just back and forth, whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump as far as I can, of
course,
because every kid likes to do that.
Yeah.
So I jump off, but instead of gravity doing its work, I just go
straight up.
Yeah. I just like,
whoa! This did not go as I anticipated.
So I launch into the air and I go over like 6 or 7 houses. Like
oh,
because when I was a kid, I used to ride my bike around like my block, like a lot. So I knew what each yard looked like.
Yeah.
So I in my dream I was flying over the yards.
Yeah.
All over, and I could see little dogs too, like,
oh,
on the lawn, because I knew which neighbors had the dogs, and so all the dogs were running around, and I'm just like, ah! And then I like go to the ground, bam, bike up. Yeah.
You and your dream are just like,
I was just like
broken and shit. Oh.
And then I had a similar dream where it was so weird, but I was with my cousins, and we were in the mountains. And we were skiing, so snow skiing. And at first it was really fun, right? Going, side to side, all that stuff, going really fast and stuff. But then, like, I think I was like one of the last ones in line. And all my cousins were stopped at this edge. And there was like, oh, stop. But then it was too late and I was going too fast. Oh. And so I went, and we just flew off a cliff. And I was just plummeting toward the snowbank. And as soon as I landed, woke up.
That sounds about right.
So that was pretty terrifying too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Most of it's just me falling instead of flying.
you have more crash landings. Mine is just more like one time.
A cosmic owl.
Yeah. It was basically like that scene in Neverending Story.
Well,
the kid's just like flying all across the clouds. I'm like,
I'm that guy. This is amazing. Huge pee-pee.
That might have been a huge influence for that dream, to be honest. It's pretty near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
To my heart.
You have any questions, comments, concerns?
Concerned. I'm concerned that I'm gonna have to take that rest of that pizza from you right now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, regarding the movie.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Well, I guess this could be connected to this. Do you believe in angels and demons?
The movie?
Well, no.
Oh.
Because, Hanks did a pretty good job with that. That was Tom Hanks, wasn't it?
That was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, okay, that was.
You got it.
I was thinking of the Da Vinci Code for a little bit, too, but I was just
It's also Tom Hanks, and also connected to Angels and Demons.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, that's the right movie.
You got it.
What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, this, I believe we've had this discussion before where, like, there's got to be something more. That was more. I don't know if it's, that was more like life after death.
I asked you about possession
and life after death.
And the spiritual side.
Yeah. Angels and demons. Yeah, in this weird world that we live in, I gotta believe that there are forces of good and bad both at work. Because I don't see this world not having something like that. Right. On a whole other level outside of just like humans being humans. I feel like that's all like stems from something.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, it does. I mean, it really depends too on.
Because like, how does a person learn right from wrong, outside of like their own experiences? But like even then, everybody has very different experiences. Yeah. There's no real way of knowing right from wrong until. I mean, even if somebody tells you, "Oh, that's wrong," you as a person are gonna maybe have different opinions on that. Yeah. And I feel like those feelings, outside of it just being your own, you have like something else that's like kind of like, it's a lot of like Crunk's angel and demon thing. Like on the shoulder, you just have like the one guy who's trying to show you like all these like workout routines, and the other guy's just like, you know what? He's got a point.
Number one. What is he wearing? Dress? Robe. It's a robe. 2. Look what I can do.
That's kind of how I see it in a sense. Of course, as you grow up with age, you kind of just learn to weigh the options a bit more. You have a bit more experience, a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. You kind of know yourself better to know where you lean on that spectrum.
I feel like
it's not all black and white, as we all know.
Yeah, I feel like, it's sad to say it, but I feel like more people believe in like demons and the devil
than the actual angels.
Yeah. Because you think about it. If someone says, like, do you believe in angels? Everybody's going to picture some person with white robes and a halo on top of
Literally,
their head.
my
and bright wings.
sidebar. Not sidebar, but my mom literally thought that God looks like Gandalf. Yeah, that's just
Gandalf the White.
Gandalf the White is the face
When he's
of
resurrected,
God.
yeah, resurrected Gandalf.
Is the face of God in my mom's eyes.
I thought it would be Obi-Wan from episode 2, but
No,
okay.
that's Jesus.
Oh yeah,
That's Jesus.
There you go. Yep, there you go. Gandalf and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what?
Who's the Holy Spirit then?
The Holy. Oh damn! I didn't ask you. We didn't talk about that. Damn.
Oh, that could be Spock. I don't know.
Just get the whole like fantasy.
I'm trying to think of like a separate series, and all I thought was Star Trek, and I'm like Spock.
Fuck. Well, okay.
The Holy Spirit can be the Doctor, because he's he's omnipresent.
Sure. You know what? Sure. Yeah.
He can be which Doctor though?
All of them.
All of them at the time. The War Doctor.
He is all the doctors. The Holy Spirit is all of the doctors.
I would say that like it actually depends like on people's beliefs.
True.
Because there is a lot of people who do believe in spirits and the devil and
right.
a lot of people believe in heaven and hell.
Yeah.
So therefore, I mean, you gotta believe that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be empty.
Yeah. No.
So.
And also, like, I mean, some stories my mom would say, like her crossing the border pregnant with me, for instance. That was like a whole like adventure for her.
A dilemma, yeah.
And apparently she was pretty damn close to getting caught and deported when she was crossing. But for whatever reason, she didn't. She was like hiding behind some like brush or bush out there, and the border patrol was like walking around looking for her.
Spot her.
They were like she was like right next to him. She could see him, but he didn't see her. And and then from that point on, she was just like, telling me all these things like, like pray to God, this and that, and like I thought that I was literally being protected by an angel, which is why I decided to name you Angel. I was like, okay, wow,
because she was pregnant,
Because crossing the border is hard enough. Doing it while you're pregnant, Jesus, man,
wow.
I don't know how the fuck she even made it to Chicago. She told me that I was almost born in like a cell.
A what?
Like a holding cell.
Oh, jeez.
Because I was just like...
That'd be a story.
Yeah! That would have been a hell of a story. I'd be like, so I was born right there.
Yes, right there, that little room. Yep.
Oh,
you
my
see
God.
that? Yep.
Yeah, that would have been one hell of a story. I don't even know how the fuck she made it to the city, but
yeah.
Chicago, boy. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some other forces at work.
I think so too. Yeah.
On some level. If they're called angel or demon, I mean, I feel like that's just one name we give them.
Yeah.
There's
could be, yeah.
There's other belief systems.
Yeah, there are. There's
like
a lot of names for
different
things.
I feel like it's just the same thing. We just give it all our own version. Our own interpretations of it is what I think. So,
I would say so too.
Yeah. I guess that's where I land. Like, I just believe there is some sort of outside, otherworldly force up there. There's got to be. I want to believe it at least. So.
Yeah. No, that's true.
All right.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about that then? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You good there, bud?
I think so. I'm trying to think of any experiences with like any sort of stuff like that
that you've seen.
Yeah.
I guess personal experience is like, I don't know. If you really want to be like super analytical about like every time you just some weird twist of luck, like me getting my keys all of a sudden, after me finding things that I thought I had lost forever, me getting things that I thought would get back. Or my mom would say things like, "Oh, be thankful for each day that you wake up in the morning. Be thankful for each trip to work and back home that you make it safely." Is that I mean, you could really go as far into that hole as you want. Yeah.
I think I can only think of like one thing. Is like, cause like I tried to go to school actually in Illinois, and then I decided it wasn't really the best thing for me, and it was actually on my car ride back to Iowa because I started dating, my girlfriend at the time, and it was like new, like just when we started.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, it's, I can't do this or whatever.
Right.
And I was driving back or whatever, and I was actually listening to August Burns Red.
Yeah.
And they're a Christian metal band actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, the whole time I was just like, my mind's just like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or whatever. And then their lyrics came up, and it was like, what was it? It was the sky will break through, and you'll get what you need. That whole lyric, and then like as soon as that happened, the whole drive there was just rain clouds.
Oh.
And then as soon as that lyric popped up, there's just sunlight, and then the whole rest of the day was clear, pretty much. So I was just like, okay, well, something's happening.
Yeah, something happened here.
and then I got home, and then over time, I realized like I can't stay in Iowa. I made the wrong decision, and I want to go back to school to study like English and literature.
Right.
I mean, obviously that was after like a few months.
Right.
But like ultimately, that's kind of where it led to.
Right.
So I feel like that was like the only like defining moment that something, I guess, divine.
Something might have like reached out to you and be like, hey man,
like
you're on the right path.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting actually.
So, I think that's the only thing that I can really remember, but ultimately it's up to the person whether they want to believe it or not.
Yeah. So. Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's
we're having some kitty interferences.
I mean, I have some kitty interferences. Yeah. Toberto over here has missed me.
Oh, actually, okay. I wanted to say this on the podcast. The podcast.
Did you?
Guess what? Okay, so over the weekend, Cora had an appointment, right?
Naturally.
And for the past couple weeks, I've been asking my fiance, is Cora a boy or a girl? Okay. Guess what happens?
What happens?
They figured out that Cora is a boy. And I told my fiance, no, these are balls right here. That's what they are. She thought it was her butt cheeks pretty much. And I was like,
what?
No, it's not. And I kept telling her that, right?
Wow.
So I was just like, no, it's a boy. So this past appointment, we're like, okay, we're making sure this is final, like, right? Like, this is a boy or girl. And the vet, he's just like, yeah, sometimes it's actually hard to like tell when they're really, really young because they're still developing. So I'm like, okay, I get that. But he's like, yeah, this is a boy. So we renamed him.
What's his name?
And his name is Binks.
Binks?
Binx.
Binks.
Binks. Yeah, so. Yep, that's Binks.
Binks is the boy now.
Binks the boy. We call him Binks the Stinks. Because he takes the nastiest craps. Like, they stink really bad, so we call him Binks the Stinks.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah, we got Tobert the Fat.
Yeah.
We got Binks the Stinks, and we got Pippin Fool of a Took.
The Fool of a Took. Pippin the skippin'. The pimpin'.
Pippin the pimpin'. That's a lot. I almost forgot about it, but I was like, I need to tell you this on air.
Wow. My whole worldview just changed.
Yeah, it's like, whoa.
Wow. Cora, you lied to me, goddamn it.
It is Binks now.
Binks, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's going to take a little getting used to.
Yeah, well. Otherwise, the movie has ended, actually.
Yeah, we talked about into the movie.
Yeah, this is a short movie, so.
Yeah, it's kind of short, huh?
Yeah, an hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
short movie.
I did not think it was that short, though.
I don't remember it being that short, but.
No, me neither.
It's done.
But it felt like such a good pace, though. Like, it just kept on going on to the next thing, and the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing.
Each scene
builds. And, oh, shit, what the fuck is that?
Each scene builds to the next.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really good. It's really good. Which also explains the 3-week filming.
Yeah, it also explains that?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Not bad. Well done, James Wan.
I think that's all for tonight's Drink and Dried. Insidious is dried up. I feel like
it up real good.
I feel like Insidious, Annabelle, Conjuring, all that stuff, all of Juan's creations, they're all dried up.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
It's good though. It's good for the horror seasons.
Yeah, I mean we did It a while back.
We did It. We did Alien.
We did Alien. Yeah,
wow.
a pretty broad, and we got one left.
Wow.
So
we're gonna have to.
That's
decide on that.
That's next week. Yeah. So we also got the next D&D episode next week as well.
Talks
so,
D&D.
Yeah. The next episode, and so we'll have the usual double feature.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Heads up, it's gonna be more focused on creatures.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So if you're listening, look forward to that.
Yeah, creatures. Oh, we'll just leave it at like creatures.
Yeah, creatures.
Yeah, in D&D.
Yeah. I guess we'll pick a couple.
Because you can pick a lot from creatures in D&D.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like we're gonna stick with the theme of like horror.
Gothic horror and stuff like that.
Which I guess horror is subjective. I mean, what's terrible to like a player would be like.
Well, there's like psychological horror. There's body horror. There's like just in general like atmospheric horror, cosmic horror. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
All sorts of horrors.
Yes.
I love them all.
At that point.
On that note.
At that note. That's the end.
Yeah.